Peace, y'all. It's your boys Little King Street fame. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna hit y'all with another story. It's early in the morning. I remember I said I had 2 stories the other day. I be watching YouTube, yo. They be like playing with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I think they be trying to like shoot my channel in another direction or whatever. I do a lot of different things on here. You know, sometimes like I even got a video up here with remote control boat, RC boats, and you know what I'm saying? Cause I be buying stuff like that. I got my son and we go out there, we, you know what I'm saying, do our thing. But I was supposed to do some hunting videos for y'all. I'm gonna go into my story, but I want to explain something. I was supposed to do a hunting videos for y'all. I'm having trouble with that. Those videos, people like those videos. You know what I'm saying? How to get it off the land and all that. But I have to be on private property, on somebody's private property in order to hunt because I'm a felon. You feel me? And I thought you could hunt. I know y'all, I don't know, some of y'all might have seen my videos with my shooting videos. But I do with crossbows, no firearms, the FBI and none of that shit. You know what I mean? Crossbows. So a lot of people like them videos. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, damn, bro, you know, you're pretty good with them. You know that they want to see more. So I was gonna do some videos hunting and stuff like that. You know, with the crossbows, which is not illegal for a felon to own, but in order to get a hunting license in Florida to go hunting, like in these wild management areas, you got to go through a firearm safety course, which don't make no sense because they got archery season for like 5 weeks. You can use crossbows, bow and arrows, anything like that. So that's my category, you know what I mean? So it's like, you still got to do the firearm safety, and I can't be around firearms, so I can't do that. So it kind of it messed up my plans. You know what I mean? My plan was to do a couple of videos, so I got to do it on somebody's private property and all that type of stuff like that. I got to find somebody that, you know what I'm saying, to do that content, because actually I like that content too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna put some more shooting videos up, man. I'm gonna do some more shooting videos. I gotta get a couple things and stuff like that, you know. Do a couple more shooting videos with the crossbows and all that type of stuff. Practicing on aiming, and you know, you gotta know how to aim, man. You gotta know how to shoot. You know what I mean? So to say, I shoot crossbows, but when I was around guns back then, I knew how to shoot. You know what I mean? I wasn't just carrying guns for no reason, and I knew my weapon, you know. But aside from that, I want to talk to you about weapons, since we're talking about weapons, and this story has something to do with that. So for y'all out there that are gun fanatics, because you got some homies like that, they love guns, bro, you know what I'm saying, and they buy guns and they just got all these guns, and you know, you got some dudes walking around with 2 guns, 3 guns. A lot of y'all got to be kind of careful, man. Be safe, man, with them guns, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to know your weapon, and don't leave your gun lying around. And with that, I'm going to go into the story. Back in my hood, I had a homie. You know what I'm saying? And he was from around the way, and he was always, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and drinking and all, you know, just regular stuff, typical stuff in the hood and all that. Whoop-de-whoop, you know. He had a son with him. Son, bring his son around all the time, stuff like that. And you know, when you're young, you do a lot of wild things. You know, you think it's cool and shit like that, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? And his son, one day, look, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna start. Sometimes you gotta, like, some people, you ever seen people give alcohol to babies and stuff? I seen a dude do that, man, one time in the hood, like in a baby bottle, and I almost beat the shit out of the dude, you know what I mean? And I ain't with none of that stupid shit, you know what I mean? So same thing with firearms and stuff like that. I mean, if your kid is at an age where you can show them, teach them, and they could responsibly teach them, which I recommend doing if you have a firearm around your kid. And yeah, but if they're not, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't responsible with the firearm, how you gonna teach somebody else how to be responsible? So with that being said, I'm in my house actually. I was on house arrest, community control. In Florida, there's a thing called community control and house arrest. In house arrest, you have the ankle monitor. On community control, you don't have an ankle monitor, but you have to write a schedule a week in advance of every place you're gonna be at that next week. So I will have to turn in this week a schedule of where I'm gonna be next week to my probation officer, and they have a time setter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be back into your house at that time. They gonna come check on you. If you're not there, you go to jail type shit. So you don't have a monitor though, my ankle monitor. It's a little bit more freer. But so I'm at home, and on the news I see a shooting in the hood. It says a child was shot by a stray bullet. I was still doing my 1-2 though while I was on house arrest. I just had people out there, and my homeboy was out there. He was living out there, and you know, I called him. I'm like, yo, what's going on, bro? Yo, what you mean? I said, yo, somebody's kid just got shot, nigga, in the hood, bro. Who's shooting? I want to know who's shooting right now. Oh, I didn't hear no gunshots, bro. We ain't heard nothing. And they had a party going on, so I could hear the people, like, you know, in the background and all that. So I'm like, I'm gonna call you back, bro. He said, I'm gonna try to find out, so I'm gonna call you back. I'll hang up. I called the gas station, the corner store, the Chino's. Yo, Chino, what's going on, man? What happened? So Chino's like, yo, your homeboy came in here. The one that always got his son with him or whatever, man, his son was shot. So I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man, he called the police from here, and the cops, you know, they came and got him, the baby and all that. So I'm like, damn. So I called my other homeboy back and let him know who it was and all that. And turns out the homie went home, and he went to see some chick. It wasn't in his crib, it was some chick's crib that live in the hood. It's 2 chicks that be there, and he went to see them. So I guess he went, you know, in a room, whatever, one of them, whatever. I wasn't there. I was down the street. We was down the street. Oh, I was at home. You know what I'm saying? But if I would have been down the street, I wouldn't be in their house. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't really chill with them girls like that. So he was in their house or whatever. They went in the room. Now, I don't know. I know the old heads will remember. There used to be a 380 gun that was for the boot back in the days for the police. It held 11 shots. There was no clip to this gun. It was an automatic, but it had no clip. You feed it through the top. You slide the slide back, and you feed the bullets through the top. And when the last bullet's in there, clink, it goes forward. There's always one in the head. It has no magazine, and it was a 380. So he had that gun on the dresser somewhere, man, and the baby grabbed it, and the shot goes off. So my boy tells me, he comes out the room, and the baby sitting on the ground looking at him, crying, bleeding out his head, screaming. So he panics and he grabs the baby and he runs down the stairs. And when he runs down the stairs, he runs to the corner store. So when he runs to the corner store, he says somebody was shooting, a stray bullet, whoop-de-whoop, they call the cops, whatever. I guess the police must have trailed the blood back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And the chicks, they had some weed in the crib. They threw like a couple of pounds out. I don't remember, some shit like that. They threw some weed out, and they were scared. They were young girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was young, and they fucking they told, you know, what really happened and shit and all that. So, but yeah, we went to the hospital to see the baby and all that. This is crazy right here. We go to the hospital to see the baby. The baby was never passed out or nothing. The baby was up all the way to the hospital. All of that. They had to induce a coma on the baby because the brain starts swelling. The head starts swelling, so they got to cut your head. And they cut a chunk out your skull, out your head, and it drains the fluid. And they keep it like that, draining the fluid for the swelling. Because if your brain swells up, too much and hit your skull, something like that, I think you die or something like that. But I know that's what the doctor said they had to do. They had to cut his head and put a swelling and all that shit. But ooh, boy, you ain't even got no lights in the bike. You only got here. So when they do that and all that, like later, I went a few times to see the baby. They brought him out the coma. The kid cursed. The kid woke up, was looking around, and said, "Get me the fuck out of here." Man, I couldn't believe that shit, bro. The kid said, "Get me the fuck out of here." A baby, bro. And he cursed straight out of a coma after he got shot in the head, bro. Accidentally shot himself in the head. I couldn't believe that, bro. That I don't know how to explain that. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to put him back in the coma. Cause he got out, he said that, everybody just was like, what? And he kept moving around, and you know, they were like, he's gonna hurt himself. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna hurt himself. We gotta put him back in the coma because he's gonna do permanent damage to himself in the long run. I still couldn't believe Jit said that, bro. But yeah, man, true story. So he makes it, man. I think he's like 16 or 18. I think he's like 18, something like that. 18, 19, something, I don't know. But he's older now, and one hell of a strong ass kid, boy. I tell you that, man. I tell you that, man. And we used to say that apartment was cursed. If you look at my videos, I got videos on here. It says East Orlando, Dover Oaks, or something like that. That was the hood where we was at, and most of my stories they come out of there. A lot of them don't. You know, I got stories all over, but we used to say that apartment was cursed. I had another homeboy, his name was Ray Rip. I ain't heard from him in a minute. The only person I heard mention him was Crip Mac. Because Crip Mac moved to Texas, and he had moved to Texas. And I heard Crip Mac say he had a song with a guy named Ray Rip. And that's the only Ray Rip I know. So I don't know if it's him or not. But he said he was a New York dude. And Ray Rip was from YO. He was from Yonkers, New York. You know what I mean? So I was like, it gotta be the same Ray Rip. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a minute. He ended up moving to Texas because of this situation. So what happened with Ray Rip's son in the same apartment, same two girls, same apartment, is this hood was like kind of run down. We had wood balconies. It was 2 stories. You know what I'm saying? It had wood balconies. You could just push them shits over. You know what I'm saying? It was run down. Rotted wood and old wood and stuff like that. And man, he had an 18-month-old baby. I was in jail when this happened, and me and Ray Rip was kind of going through it at the time, but I was in jail. But you know, we pieced up and all that. But I would never like wish any of this to happen to anybody, even if it was my enemy. You know what I'm saying? At the time, but we wasn't even like, you know, enemies like that. It was just politics, you know. But his baby fell from the balcony, bro, in the 2nd story. 18-month-old child. I want to say he was 18 months, if I'm not mistaken. He was like 18 months old. He fell from the balcony and died. Ray Rip ended up suing the complex. The complex had to go through and re-renovate. They put some tall ass lights in there, like some Disney shit. You know what I mean? They had to re-renovate the whole place. He sued them for a lot of money, I guess, and he bought some houses in Texas, I heard, and he moved out there, you know, whatever. But yeah, man, same apartment, man. One homeboy's son shot himself in the head and lived, and one homeboy's baby fell from the 2nd story. 18-month-old baby fell from the 2nd story and died. Rest in peace to him. And I know that's got to be a hard thing as a parent to go through. But yeah, man, we used to say that apartment was condemned and shit. You know, I'm not condemned, my bad. It was condemned at one point because I was thinking about something else my boy did to that building. I had a homeboy, rest in peace, King Ray. He burned down that building, and And them cats used to shoot at that building, you know what I'm saying? Like target practice in the hood, you know what I mean? It was burned down, but it was that building, man. Yeah, man, we used to say that shit was cursed, man. You know, but yeah, man, just a little story, man. I wanted to give to y'all, man. So, man, listen, man. All y'all young cats, man, that you always pulling out your guns and you're showing people your guns and playing around with them guns and all that, man. Man, make sure you clear them chambers out, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you clear that chamber. Make sure there ain't nothing in it. When you showing it, make sure there's nothing in it at all when you doing anything with it. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you ready to, like, you know what I mean? You out there and you got it on you for your protection and you keep one in the head and all that. But if you was gonna be showing shit and putting it down in the house, man, make sure you got kids, man. Make sure that, you know what I mean, it's safe and your kids are safe. Cause things can change in the blink of an eye, man. Life is real, man. You know. And you know, I'm gonna see, man, if I could get some private property somewhere where I could go, and I could do a couple little hunting videos for y'all and all that. But I'm gonna do some more shooting videos, cause the numbers be good on that. So I see that, like, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, they be funny, yo. You know what I mean? When you say some real shit, bro, they gonna lower your numbers down or find a reason not to monetize you or anything like that. You feel me? But when you do other stuff, you know what I'm saying, and just stuff that's not of importance or no message behind it or nothing like that, then, you know, they put your numbers up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's who they got me in competition with. I've seen something in my analytics. There's some people I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Some channel that got millions of views every day. Like, I don't got millions of views every day. Shit, nigga, why am I in competition with them? You know what I mean? Like, y'all bugging, man. But it's all good. I'm gonna put up some more videos of y'all, me shooting for y'all, man, because a lot of people are liking them and giving me a good response on that. Long distance crossbow shots and all that type of stuff like that. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Y'all stay safe out there, man. You know, things are getting crazy out here in the world. Pay attention to everything that's going around you when you out there. You know, make sure you stay alert and you stay safe out there, yo. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fan. We all gas, no brakes. If we ain't gonna be good, at least be safe, you heard?